All right, today's guest is a legend in the world of professional wrestling. He's a WWE Hall of Famer and an all-around great guy. It's our pleasure and privilege to welcome to the show Mr. Jake the Snake Roberts. Jake, thanks for joining us today. How you feeling?
I feel great, man. Feel great.
So there's quite a buzz right now going around about your latest project. Can you please tell us about your movie, The Resurrection of Jake the Snake Roberts?
Well, it's, they just followed me with a camera for 2.5 years, man, and watched me come out of that dark place I was in. Of course, you get a lot of that footage when it was still there, and it kind of grabs you, man, because you realize the suffering that somebody does once they're there, and the path they choose is a tough one to come out of. And for me to come out of it, man, I'm so blessed that I came out the other side. So many guys haven't. There's been a lot of guys in wrestling. There's a lot of guys in everything that just don't make it back, man. And I made it back. You do cocaine for 30 years. The odds are you're not going to make it.
That's right.
8 ball a day and drinking every day with it, and not wanting to live. People get an inside look at how painful it is, and what it takes to come out. And my hope is that people will watch this movie, they'll understand addiction a little bit better, and they'll also realize that their friends that are addicted need help, and they'll be more willing to help them. Because it's hard to help an addict, man. Chances are an addict's going to rob you and steal from you and lie to you. That's just the way it is. That's what addicts do. Yep. But they still need the opportunity and the help to come out of it because they can't do it by themselves.
Sure. Now, was it hard to relive some of those, those hard times on film again?
Oh, God, yeah, man. Like now we're going around showing the movie and, premiering in different cities all across the nation. And, we're doing Q&A afterwards. I find it very hard to sit there and look at myself like I was. And because I just shake my head. I'm like, that's really me, and God, what was wrong with me? How could I get so bad, And it's a good reminder where I was, and thank God it's been 3.5 years sober now, man. And I never thought that would have happened.
No,
3.5 years without drinking. Jake Roberts, are you serious? Wait, that's a different Jake. Damn right, it's a different Jake. It's a better Jake. It's an informed Jake.
Sure.
Informed and reformed. But now I'm doing comedy. I'm out on the road having fun with that, and having a blast doing the comedy, man, and really being supported really well. We just got through with a Canadian swing up there for about 10 days. We had lots of sellouts and had a few standing ovations, and really enjoyed being around the fans and talking to them and answering their questions. So it's I'm having fun.
Great.
Bottom line, I'm having fun, and it's been a long time since I've had fun, man. It really has.
So obviously a lot of people have been seeing this movie. What have you been hearing from these people who have seen it already?
Oh, my God, man, it's been unbelievable. I know when we were out in Utah, man, there were people in the audience crying, and I had a lady come up to me and say that she had turned her back on her best friend of 25 years a couple of years before because of her addiction, with alcohol, and that the movie so moved her, she was going to go to the hotel and get on the phone and try to reach the lady, and the lady was overseas. And she was going to try to reconnect and see if she could do something, So that's what we want. We want to inspire people to help others, and to help people understand addiction. I've been to jails, I've been to rehabs. I never met anybody in either place that said, when I was a kid, my dream was to grow up and become an addict or a drunk. It's not something you dream about doing. And that's certainly not something you want to do once you get there. But once you get there, it's too late to jump back off the boat, man, because all of a sudden you're in the ocean floating by yourself and there's nowhere else to go but that bottle of cocaine or whatever your problem is. And it's not fun. Mm-hmm. I quit enjoying doing my drug. People ask me, why'd you do cocaine in the first place? Because hell, it was a lot of damn fun.
Yeah.
I had a blast.
Yep.
But at some point, it was no longer a choice to do it anymore. It was a necessity. And once anything becomes a necessity, you're screwed.
Sure. And now, maybe someone who's listening today that is, going through a similar situation that you went through. Is there any, I don't know, like one piece of advice that no matter what people tell them out there, maybe that one thing that can get them, in the right place?
Well, the bottom line is this: you got to know that you want it, and just know that you can do it. See, you get to such a dark place, man. You don't think it's impossible to come out of it. Well, it is possible to come out of it. Hell, there's a damn movie about Jake the Snake coming out of it. So if Jake can do it, so can you. But you gotta want it, and you gotta want to suck up to it and drink it in, man. And bottom line is, you gotta change your whole damn life. You know why? Because the life you have right now sucks.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta find new friends. You gotta get your support group around you. It's not a flip the coin, oh, this will be easy thing, man. No, it's not. But it's damn sure worth it, man. It's damn sure worth it.
All right. Now, you mentioned a little bit about doing some comedy, but now that the movie's getting ready to come out, what's next for Jake Roberts? A book, a speaking tour? Is there anything else lined up?
I've got a book that's about 95% done. I just gotta go over and edit it one last time, and then it'll be ready to go to press. I'm doing it myself because I'm not giving it away. So it may take me a little bit longer because I am doing it myself. I'm learning what it's all about. Doing that, we're doing TV shows, we're doing movies. I'm doing a little bit of everything, man. But I do love the comedy. I really do. And there's also a big surprise thing. It's I can't talk about it at all right now. It's very secretive. But there's something big in the works for wrestling in general that I may be a big part of. So you don't have to listen for it. Whenever it happens, it'll blow the sky.
You got it. Now we can't have the legendary Jake Roberts on our show without not talking wrestling. Recently Stone Cold Steve Austin has been very vocal as of late about the use of his stunner by John Cena. Your DDT gets used on any given night about maybe 4 or 5 times.
Oh yeah, sure.
With that being said, do you think that the DDT is overused in today's wrestling landscape?
It doesn't bother me because these idiots are going out there and doing it, and they don't realize what they're telling the people. They're telling the people that Jake Roberts is better than they are. Because when Jake Roberts did it, you don't get your butt back up, do you?
Yeah.
It's a finishing maneuver. So if the move that you're doing for a 1 count or a 2 count, you can't keep them on the mat, then you've got a problem. You're not as good as Jake. That's the whole truth.
Sure.
And I'm glad they do it because I get a little giggle out of it. But I just wish somebody would do it right.
That's right.
It's not the way I did it.
Yep.
Now, you were regarded as one of, if not the best talkers in the world of professional wrestling. Was cutting promos something that came naturally to you, or did you struggle with it in the beginning?
Oh my God, I struggle like everybody else does, man. I mean, I called a break when I got my voice box crushed. 1979, I think, when that happened. That's the reason his voice sounds like this. It's not whiskey and cocaine that did this. It might have helped, but it didn't do it. But, you got to find your style, your niche, and you got to think about it, man. And I'm just so glad that I went out and did it the way I did it because maybe somebody else will catch on to how to cut a good promo is by getting inside people's head, not just yelling as loud as you possibly can and thinking that's going to make it, because it's not.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear anybody scream. Hell, if somebody walks in the room screaming, I turn my back and keep on walking, man. I don't want to hear that crap. But you gotta play them, man. It's like a chess game or a violin. You gotta love that interview, man. And if you can't have fun doing it, then it wasn't any good.
Yep.
I'll tell you that. Watch Terry Funk.
Mm-hmm. Is there a specific...
Terry Funk doesn't have to make any sense, but you love listening to his crap.
Now, is there a specific formula for creating a great promo, or is it mainly just going with your gut and emotions?
I always went with my gut and emotions, but before I did that, I always try to come up with a couple of lines, man. I always went with the thought that if I said something that you've heard several times in your life, you're going to agree with my interview before I ever get it out there. Mm-hmm. Whether it's, you could be anything that's been repeated by song or by movies, or maybe your mom told you something repeatedly. And if I hit that early in the interview, you're agreeing with me without even knowing. A subliminal thought, basically.
Obviously, you're well known throughout the land of professional wrestling for bringing a snake to the ring. Has there ever been a time that someone flat out refused to work with you because they were afraid of snakes?
Yeah. There's lots of guys who didn't like it, man. They didn't do it, but that was okay with me. Hell, I didn't like them either. What the hell?
Now, well, whose idea was it to send you out there with the snake?
Well, I'd had a snake idea for years, but nobody would allow me to do it. Bill Watts was the worst. He told me, out now, he goes, it's not a damn circus. What the hell you think this is? Guess what, Bill Watts, it is a goddamn circus. There you go.
Do you have any stories you can share with us about when a snake got loose or any issues you might have had with your pets over the years?
Oh, yeah. I've got all sorts of shit stories to tell about it, man. But I do those at the comedy tour, man. I bring all the funny stuff out and all the crazy things that happen with the snake in the locker room or in a strip joint or somewhere. There's always something happening with that damn snake. And, sometimes I initiated it, sometimes I didn't. It just happened, but that's the way it goes.
You got it. Now, professional wrestling is once again growing in popularity with WWE's global reach, and even with the WWE Network now. What do you hope? What do you hope future generations of wrestlers learn from you?
Well, I hope to hell with this WWE 24 that they go back and watch my old stuff, because that's when I was right on, man. So, enjoy it. If you can pick up something from it, good. If you didn't, you're an idiot.
Wrestling fans are notorious for making comparisons of their favorite wrestlers, past and present. With that being said, do you see yourself in any of the current talent in the world of wrestling today?
I guess the closest would be Bray Wyatt.
All right.
He would be the closest, I guess. I really think a lot of his talent, I just hope they don't water him down or just piss on it and let him go, I don't know, man. That's for the writers to handle. And it really strains me whenever I think about people that are writing that have never been in the ring. But I guess that's the way it's working these days. And WWE's been very successful with it. I can't say enough about the WWE because they did try to help me get cleaned up several times. And to this day, they still take care of my therapy and stuff that I do, and I really appreciate it. But, it's a good world today, guys, and if we'd all wake up each morning and try to do one nice thing for somebody else, and do that first before you start your day, it sure make this world a better place, because they say that anything evil came from a thought. Well, why are we thinking like that? That's my question. Why are we thinking like that? So, let's draw it back a little bit and enjoy life like I'm going to, because I've got to go to a doctor's appointment. Someone will throw this sushi down my throat and get the hell out of here, guys.
For the fans listening today, where can they keep up with the Snake on social media? I know you have a pro wrestling T-shirt out right now, and then you also have screenings coming up soon for the movie.
Jake Snake DDT on Twitter, man. And you can grab a hold of me there and see which way I'm running. I've got T-shirts, I got this, I got that. I've got it all going on, man. But get ready for that book to hit. The movie's coming to your town. JakeSnakeMovie.com. Check that out so you can find out where it's going.
All right, you got it. And Jake, thank you so much for coming on the show today. We can't wait to see the resurrection of Jake the Snake Roberts.
Thank you, bro.